Air Force vet goes back in time on NBC reality dating show. We're talking about the Courtship here, and this is Air Force Captain Danny Kim. Let's talk all about it. So you're looking at, it says in the article, retired Air Force Captain Danny Kim. I don't know what the word retired means. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as the show goes on, but he's a young gentleman here. He says, the article goes, what's better than a shot at love on The Bachelor? How about some 19th century Bridgerton-style romance with country houses and hounds in corsets and knee-high riding boots? So that's what we're going into when we take a trip down memory lane to old Victorian-era Courtship and see how Danny does on the show. So Nicole Remy is our beautiful, eligible bachelorette that the gentlemen are going out for. Let's watch the preview for this show, first things first, and then we're going to talk all about Danny.
My name's Mr. Edwards, and I am the host of the show. So what we've done is we've taken our heroine, who is kind of disillusioned with dating out in the modern world.
My name is Nicole Remy, and I'm from Lakewood, Washington.
And plunged her headfirst into Regency, England. Welcome to the castle. How are you feeling?
Oh my God.
No swiping left and right.
Oh my God.
Just an experiment in good old-fashioned romance.
We're in a Jane Austen movie, like we're in a fairy tale. And along with that fairy tale is falling in love.
She's genuinely a very warm, funny, fun, kind lady.
The castle, it is beautiful.
I hope that they're in there and like on the first day, somebody goes to the bathroom and they're like, can I get some toilet paper? And the host comes in, toilet paper? What is this invention you speak of? It does not exist in our time. And they're like, oh God, what have we gotten ourselves into? Like hair gel, gelatin for your hair? I've never heard of such a thing. You must use mud from the outside if you would like to comb your hair in the style of the Victorian era. As well, we do not have soap. The food is poorly cooked. We do not have any flavor in our food. It is olden times. Lots of you will become sick over the course of this production. Some of you will not make it. The diseases are very bad and they run rampant and medicine is not developed yet. No penicillin here. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. It is going to be a difficult journey for love.
It's a bit old.
I hear the thunder of 19th century booties.
Wait, booties?
And then we've brought in a number of suitors. The 1800s were an age of etiquette. Chivalry was all important.
I'm going to show you why I am the one.
Quite frankly, I prefer to do things the old-fashioned way.
I'm gonna have to make a TikTok doing this dance. Of course.
Hopefully,
A TikTok. What is such a thing?
in the end, she will find a deeper, more serious, long-lasting love through this process.
Do it!
It's got the romance,
What are your intentions?
I want to fall in love.
it's got the drama.
You didn't have to be with her last night. You're hiding this from her family.
Oh man, there's our dude, Danny, right there. Danny, don't you watch these shows, man? You can't be getting involved in the drama. Duh, dude, no. God. That's ticket out of there. Is to get involved in the drama.
Her last night. You're hiding this from her family.
But it also has a backdrop that is unlike anything you've ever seen before.
It's scary feeling feelings for multiple people.
Seeing her go on this journey, but there's been...
Did they have merry-go-rounds? What era is this, actually?
It's been really special, actually. Tonight, you're going to be choosing the gentleman that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Are you ready?
Never been more ready.
Let the courtship begin.
So that's the Courtship, which will come out this Sunday on TV and then Monday on Peacock, if you stream on Peacock. Captain Kim going for Miss Remy's heart and her honor. He is a retired Air Force captain, reinvented himself as a motivational speaker and lifestyle coach, and he's got a YouTube channel and a TikTok, and we're going to go check all that out. He's rocking Instagram, Facebook. He told the reporter of this article that he was inspired by Hitch, Will Smith's Hitch. So I don't know. We'll see if he's Hitch level. I just watched Hitch like 2 days ago, coincidentally. Great movie, super funny. Captain Kim is headed to the castle and ready for love. You know, Kevin James and Hitch taught me how to dance. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not staying here. I'm Q-tips, I'm dice all day. That's me all day. Captain Kim is headed to the castle and ready for love. He's got a TikTok. We're going to talk about his TikTok here in a second. But it says that he's going to, in his own words, he's going to bring the K-drama to the house, the Korean drama. So let's watch this TikTok of Mr. Kim's and see what he means, because he explains it here a little bit.
I always wanted to be on a Korean drama.
Too ugly and fat, huh? Nice before and after.
I always wanted to be.
They say Naruto? So I think I heard Naruto in there. I don't know if that was a Naruto song or what, but he's got a TikTok here. This is Captain Daniel Kim. So this is his TikTok. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about his Instagram. I mean, this dude's a thirst trap right here. Look at this. Look at it. Like, what is this?
Wipe it down. Wipe it down. Wipe.
I don't know. You know, I'm not the master of TikTok or anything, but I see that was must have been a very trending thing to do at the time, cleaning off your window. You shouldn't have to, flex that you're cleaning your window. You should just clean your window. Just Windex your window. It's all good. What's this? Is this a uniform? No, it's a denim jacket. So he apparently has spent some time in Korea, in South Korea. He's been on another dating show too called #NoDating, #NoFilter.
Pretty check. You look like a celebrity too. Duet this sound.
Oh, is this not him?
Hey yo, I look like a celebrity check.
Let's see. She likes Korean barbecue. So, he's got he's posting thirst trap TikToks. He's also what's this one with the hose? You got to see this. Oh, he's vacuuming. So, you know what he's got going on here. He's thirst trapping. He's trying to get followers. He's got 32,000 followers on TikTok, and he's currently promoting his appearance on the show. Here he is in Thailand. Long way from Air Force Captain, I'll say that. He's come a long way from Air Force Captain, and he's also got an Instagram. By the way, he's got a LinkedIn profile, but he hasn't been on it in a long time. So before we go over to his Instagram, I want to show you guys his LinkedIn, and then we're going to go to his YouTube and talk about him a little bit more. Because now that we're going to be able to watch him on this dating show, I really want to see what the deal is. Because if he wins or something, and we'll talk about my thoughts about him going on a dating show too. But if he wins or something, that'd be cool. We got to get him on. We got to get you on the Scuttlebutt show. So this looks like him right here. I believe this is him. It's an old, really inactive Air Force officer profile here. It says, currently I'm a military officer in the United States Air Force. I will be successful in anything I do, and I will become a leader of influence through blessings of God. I will be a positive role model for the Asian American society, which he does. He talks in this article here, for example, a lot about being an inspiration for other Asian Americans. So this is Captain Daniel Kim's Instagram. His hashtag, his name online is Captain Daniel Kim. He's an Asian lifestyle and motivational speaker, executive coach, retired captain and gentleman. Retired. What does that word mean anymore? Because he didn't do like 20 years. Is he medically retired or retired some other way? Is he? I don't know. I don't know what you would call that. But look at these posts he's got going on. All like very professional. I mean, does he drive a Lamborghini? Do you think this is his Lambo or is this somebody else? It says throwback to when I made $100 million. I don't know about that. I don't know if he has $100 million. That's pretty intense. Let's see. He's been on some other See, he posts this, Asian masculinity defined by Kevin Kreider. Check out an exclusive interview I did before his big premiere on Bling Empire. So this is him, but he's going by Kevin Hune. So he does have this alternative identity of being Kevin Hune. See, Daniel Hune. Got my words mixed up here, Kevin. So he's Daniel Hune Kim, I believe, because I've seen that other profile. So he's got this other like identity on the internet of Daniel Hune, and he's done these other things like the ABCs of dating, or the ABCs of attraction, might be that. And he's done all this like how to be a more attractive man, how to pick up women. He's like doing the pickup artist thing. If you guys ever read The Game back in the day, the Tucker Max style thing, which those two, people might be offended being compared to Tucker Max, but I put it in the same category of like, this is how you be a man, bro. And he's got, let's see, looks like he did some bodybuilding, which I don't know what category this is, but hey, credit to putting yourself out there in bodybuilding. That's really tough. That takes a lot of, confidence plus humility, because you're putting yourself out there to be judged by other people, like, which I would never do. I don't feel like I need to be judged by anyone on how I'm doing. I self-assess, and then I kind of observe the people around me and see how my lifestyle and my choices are affecting them, and then I'd make a decision on how I'm doing overall. And there's a lot more than physical appearance to that, so I'm not going to go up and do any bodybuilding competitions, but if I did, I would probably win. It's obvious, but I'm not really interested in going to do that. Leave that for somebody else to make it fair. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course. Just kidding. So let's see. He's got one picture on here in uniform that I've seen so far of him as a captain, Air Force captain in South Korea. He says, blessed to be back serving and protecting both of my countries. So what do you guys think so far? Leave a comment. This is him on this show. Still crazy to believe I was blessed to represent my brothers on TV and show the world. He was on the show Dating #NoFilter. He does claim that. So you guys can go watch that. It's on the internet or whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean. So you can go back and find that. And then, every photo here is like a professional photo. Like, does he walk around with a photographer? How does that work? He does walk around with a camera. We saw that in his in his thumbnail that I posted for today's video. So maybe he does. And we got his YouTube channel pulled up over here. But before we go over to his YouTube channel and hear what he has to say about picking up women, I wanted to reference this article because in here he talks about his story. I mean, that's all you need, right? You need a story. You need a journey that you've gone through in life, right? That not only gives you direction in the future, it helps you understand where you came from, and it helps other people understand you too. Like, it's good in job interviews, it's good in meeting people and networking and socialization. Everyone should take some time to know their own story. You should definitely know the story of you. And if you haven't taken time to put that together, maybe write some stuff down. Think about the hardships that you've been through, the lessons learned and all that, so that way you can share them. But he talked about in his TikTok being overweight as a kid, which I always, you got to not be too hard on kids because you can't fat shame them. You can't judge them too early because they still have a lot of growing up to do, and they're going to change completely as a person, as a human, every couple of years. You kind of got to let them grow into themselves a little bit spiritually and mentally. But also, when a kid's like obese, some of that's on the parents, or a lot of that's on the parents. So I don't know what his story with that is. He says, when people ask me how I became a dating and confidence coach, I always had my story ready, right? I've been waiting for this my whole life, being a bullied, overweight Asian kid to Air Force Academy graduate to Air Force officer. That's a good story. He was an overweight young man, and then he goes Air Force Academy, loses the weight. People who lose a lot of weight, they always want to show you their abs. Like, people who have abs, they can't show them to enough people. I was at a party a couple of years ago, and this dude was like, check it out, 40 years old, pulls up his shirt. Boom, look at my abs. And I'm like, cool, man. Like, I guess, that's cool that you have abs. Like, you should be proud of your fitness, but nobody needs to see that. That's called flashing, He says, He says, everything I went through for being an Asian American male in the United States was worth it once I knew I had my opportunity to show how awesome Asian men are. So he says he's getting picked on a lot as a kid. He says he had to hide the fact that he played piano. I'm sorry. He had to hide the fact that he played violin, that he was good at math, that he was intelligent, that he likes Korean food, that he talks with his parents on the phone in a different language, and that we were different. He says, I hated my Korean culture. I never wanted to bring my friends over because of my Asian household. I used to judge other Asians with my fake Caucasian friends who kept me around as entertainment. I was the butt of every joke in high school, and it started with my Asian ethnicity. Before Halloween, I TP'd a Chinese immigrant's house while doing Ding Dong Ditch. The father opened the door, and I watched as my friends teased him. He didn't speak English. My father's image passed before my eyes, and yet I did nothing. I teased him and judged his son on the bus. I never stood up for the guy. That's horrible, bro. That's called a hate crime. Like, what are you doing? How you gonna cop out to a hate crime on your interview? You know what I mean? Like, if that was today, I just saw an article yesterday about like 7 kids, 12 years old or something like that, getting charged with hate crimes for making fun of another kid at a sleepover on Yahoo News. And it's like, dude, you just basically, I wouldn't want that on my record. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want that on my permanent record of being like, oh yeah, I did hella hate crimes as a kid because I hated myself. So I took it out on people of other ethnicities to hate off me. It's a sad circle, but I'd be careful with sharing that story. It goes, he uses some slurs in this language too of what he's been called, a bunch of Asian slurs. He says girls weren't into Asian guys, which I think is kind of true, but I don't get that. Like, he says the pain of being emasculated by being born an Asian male sucks. I wonder how much of that is like, because kids do bully each other pretty bad. That's true. But at some point, you're buying into it too, where you start to kind of believe it to be true. And then you will, by believing that that's true, you'll experience the symptoms of it twice as much, because not only are people telling you it's true, but you're acting like it's true. So if you walk into a room and you think everyone in the room hates you, you're less likely to come across as a likable person because your behavior, your attitude, the whole way that you are is based off the fact that like you're less and that people don't like you. And that's not a good way to go. So he's in here. He's talking about everything. He's got his contact info in here, which is crazy, including his address, living out in Hollywood, and some photos of him, which are cool. So he does walk around with a photographer. It looks like he's got one right there. He's coaching people. He's telling them how to become better men. He's been on these dating shows. Now he's going on this other dating show. So he's going on this other dating show, and I'm going to go over to his YouTube channel for a minute. But he's going on this other dating show, and that's crazy to me because network television dating shows are pretty racist. Like, if you go back and watch The Bachelor, which is like got to be, it's got to be the top tier. For me, it's like The Bachelor is the #1 dating show, and then Blind Date. Do you guys remember Blind Date? Where I'm pretty sure they eventually admitted that they were hiring like prostitutes, porn stars, and drug addicts to be like the couple so that they could film the craziest stuff. And then it was like pop-up video where they would be like, champagne in the hot tub, where will this go? Should have been called like pop-up sexually transmitted infection or something like that, because that show was raunchy. We've got Daniel Kim. He's got a YouTube channel, Captain Daniel Kim. He's got his Air Force photo and now his other photo, Lifestyle, Confidence, and Masculine. I don't know why that doesn't really make exactly sense to me. And masculine. Lifestyle, confidence, and masculine. I'm not sure, but he's got some videos here, the perfect line to start a conversation with. Becoming attractive versus being attractive. Let's see, what I would tell my 20-year-old self, how to be confident as an Asian man. So I picked a couple videos. Let's see what he has to say about becoming attractive versus being attractive. What do you guys think? Let's check that out.
Talk about what's the difference between being attractive and becoming attractive. Are they the same thing? So here's how I see it, guys. Being attractive is the whole, I guess you could say, the whole self-development, not chasing validation from women, not chasing women, and kind of working on every single day to become more attractive, right? So it could be emotional intelligence, it could be how would you say, you know, working out, just working on yourself. That's being attractive, right? But the reason why I'm talking about this is because lately on my Facebook post, some guys are saying, you know, because I was teaching guys how to market themselves online, go on online dating, how to go on a date, how to actually talk to girls and all that stuff.
He's like Hitch, like he's trying to be Hitch, which it's crazy that there's like like guys will pay for, you know, this dating coach. I guess it's like, I don't know what I think about it. I guess it makes sense. What do you guys think about dating coaches? Do you think that there's a place in the world for dating coaches, or do you think that's kind of cringe? Like, do you think that people can learn how to become more attractive to the opposite sex from a dating coach and actually become that and not be acting it? Like, do you think you can become a better partner, or do you think you'll just become someone who's acting like a better partner? Leave me something in the comments about that.
And some of the guys were arguing that if you're just attractive, you don't chase the validation of women, if you focus on your career and your passion, you know, you're just being attractive and girls would be attracted to you. But the reason why that's a myth and that's why it doesn't work is you have to do both. And I got to give credit why I thought about this video is because Sam Ovens said being yourself or becoming the best version of yourself is a myth. Because let me ask you a question, right? Who are you? Let's say someone asks me, who are you? I'm Danny Kim. Who's Danny Kim? Well, he's a retired Air Force captain. What else? I'm an Asian dating coach. What else? That's why I realized, like, this figure of who I am, it doesn't define like who I am. I don't know if this makes sense, but this is why, like, I also teach what becoming attractive is. So becoming attractive is having the skills that make you attractive. So when you see a beautiful girl, you know what to say, what to do, how to attract her, how to make her want you. So my biggest thing I always say to students is when she first agrees to give out her number or Instagram, whatever, she's probably at a 5 or 6. When she officially comes out, she's probably a 6 or a 7 interest level. So how do you get from that 7?
I love these like 0 to 10 ratings of everything. Like, you know, this guy is like probably a placard for every skill. Like, here's your looks, here's your personality. You're a 6, you gotta go to a 7. I feel like we could get you to a 7.5 with a beard. It's so funny. I think like the people when they talk about like dating or dating's hard and they want to become more able to like pick up girls, which is a pretty common conversation for dudes to have, like single dudes, like, how do I get a girl? How do I get more girls? What I've always thought is like, first of all, you're trying too hard. Okay. You shouldn't be going, what can I do to pick up a girl? In my opinion, this is my philosophy on this. Don't even worry about girls at all, or try to worry less about external factors. Really, you should be self-improvement, period. And a path towards self-improvement usually brings you to the people you're supposed to find. So let's say you are struggling with fitness. Start going to the gym. Spend a lot of time at the gym. You might meet somebody at the gym. Let's say you wanted to pick up a hobby and expand your horizons a little bit. So you want to get into painting. So you go take a painting class. Have a new skill. You might meet somebody at painting, or through some you go out to an exhibit to see paintings. Or now you just have this painting skill to share as an interest in the future. But if you're focused only on how to attract things into your life and you're not putting out things, you're going to fail. So focus more on what you have to put out rather than what you're trying to reel in. And you'll do a lot better in general. So just don't worry about women at all. Don't worry about, a raise. Don't worry about these external things. Invoke them by doing better personally, and and generally speaking, you'll start to attract these improvements into your life on your own.
And to a 10 where she's actually attracted to you. And I think that's what important is, becoming attractive. Because a lot of Asian guys, especially for us, come on, like when we were younger, what did our parents teach us? Just become rich, have the BMW, have your career, become a doctor, and girls would just flock to you. But come on, like 100% of the time, that doesn't happen. Like,
100% of the time? I mean, check it out. My wife, she's Asian, she's a doctor. I came running, okay? That's it. It's that simple. It did work, actually.
Okay, 99.99, but maybe you.
That's fair. That's fair.
A social group where you get introduced, but it's like we still don't. All the clients I talk to, even the prospects that I talk to, they're like, I don't have full control over it. It's like I have to focus on my career and I have to balance it out, and I'm all in on this. But yet, even after my career, it's not like girls just come. I made my first 20K a month. I hit my first $1 million salary, right? And then when you especially use the money to get girls, it's like the girls you get, you really don't want, because in the end they want you for the money. So there's no true interaction connection. So here's the difference. Let me summarize real quick. What's the true difference from being attractive and becoming attractive? You need to do both. So being attractive is working on your inner self. We call it inner game, right? Really learn how to.
There we go. Inner game. You got to work on your inner game. Respect.
Why is it that you chase the validation from it? Why do you want a pretty girl to like you? Why do you want all this? Why do you want to, in a way, chase women, right? So eventually, once you figure that out and you realize that no woman will truly make you happy, it just makes your life better, and then you got to make yourself happy, then you're being attractive. And then once you add that to the skills of becoming attractive, then it's game over. Then instead of chasing girls and chasing validation from women, the women chase you. But you do need both. You need the skills. It's just like business, right? You could do.
I agree with everything that he's saying. The only thing I kind of don't agree with, or like don't really like what he's saying respectfully, is, this idea that you want women chasing you. You know what I mean? Like, I think that you get people like too involved in the game, so to speak, who are, let's just say new to it. That's a disaster. You shouldn't be trying to get women chasing you necessarily, but you should be looking to like meet new people, right? And like have dating experiences, like go on a bunch of first dates, things like that. Not be so worried about women chasing you and viewing yourself as like this prize, like I'm the man. Good luck getting me. I got all these breezies out here. You're just one. You're just in the Rolodex. You don't want to be that guy.
All the self-help, all the self-worth works, but if you don't actually make the sale call, right? If you actually don't put up the marketing, if you don't put up a landing page, you're not going to get money. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm just becoming attractive. I'm creating abundance. I'm creating money, whatever. That doesn't work like that. That's not how business works. So why do you think in dating, you think when people just flock to you because you're just this enlightened being? No, that's not how dating works either. So when it comes to the dating world, you have to work on being attractive and also becoming attractive.
I don't like whenever like a dating coach or somebody starts talking about sales. Like, that's always weird to me. There's one other video I wanted to talk about that he has here, which is the perfect line to start with. I started watching this a little bit, and I have to warn you guys before we jump into this that the audio on here is a little worse. This is from 2021 that he posted this. I don't know what excuse you have in 2021 to have bad audio, but you really need to check that out. Like, Daniel, if you're watching, you can't be posting videos with bad audio in 2021. It's so easy. There's so many solutions. With your Air Force background, I know you're smart because you're Air Force. You need to get yourself like a better microphone or something like that, or even use your phone. Like, I don't know how this happened. To me, honestly, the audio in this video sounds like he went out of his way to record it with a microphone, but just didn't know how to set up the microphone, because if you just used your phone, you would have better results than this. But anyway, let's watch this.
All right, guys, this is Captain Daniel Kim. In this video,
I want to
talk about what is the first line or opener you should say to a girl when you first, meet her, wherever it is, on the street, on the bar, the gym, whatever, right? I just got recently this asked. I was doing an interview, and they know that I was a dating coach, and they asked me, what do you say to the girl that you first see? And I told them it actually doesn't matter. And I know you don't want to hear that answer, okay? Like, it's like, what's that perfect line? That's the thing. It's like, have you ever went to talk to someone you just know? So when I had the intention of actually talking to a girl, what I try to do at first is try to set my mind to be like, how do I want to get to know her? That's the first thing. Like, yes, I want her to like me, but if you go with that kind of frame or state, then what happens is the girl will know that you want something from her. Then you come off needy. And have you ever had like a person who is less financially stable than you? I guess a poor person come up to you and,
bro. No. I think that if the next line isn't yuck, I don't even want to watch this guy anymore. Like, he's like, have you ever had how do I say it? A poor person try to talk to you? Yuck. Ew. Gross. Oh my God. How are you going to post that? Jeez, dude. That's rough. Okay, that's rough. I gotta hit you on that. I gotta hit you. If this was your inspection, your military inspection, I gotta hit you on that, and I gotta hit you on like the shirt a little bit for the V cut out there, like on the collar, and the double V that you're rocking. Like the hair's on point. It seems like it always is. But the double V there is high society style. Like that's not really my style. Might intimidate girls too much walking up with that. Maybe not in Hollywood. Maybe that works in Hollywood, but in real life, it might be a little bit intimidating. Now, golly, have you ever had a poor person try to talk to you? All right, let's see where this goes. Let's give him a chance and see where he's going to go with it at least.
They ask for money. If the person's like not genuine and you could tell like they just really want you just for the money, you kind of feel off by it. You feel kind of turned off by it.
By the way, I don't think he's talking about like homeless people. I think he's talking about girls. He's like, you know, when like a poor girl wants to date you and they're like money, 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 and you're like, no, I don't want to give you my money. I'm looking for a live human being, not an NPC. I really think that's what he's talking about.
And then like there's a different like I guess I don't know. You could say like you're turned off by a person who's more needy. That's what happens when you open and talk to a girl expecting some kind of approval or you want her to like you. So what I say is when you want to go talk to girls, it's not really what you say. It's really just approach her and talk to her by saying you actually want to get to know her. And I know that's harder said than done because you find her attractive. You just want to talk. You don't want to talk to any girl. So it's actually good to talk to every girl wherever you are at a bar.
I don't agree. My personal experience has been you don't want to walk around and talk to every girl. You'll get caught. Like you don't want to get caught, bro. That's if you're young, you're out working the bar trying to meet a girl, the rule is basically this. If you talk to one girl, you don't want to talk to another girl within a direct line of sight of the first girl. That should be the rule. That I would add that caveat. That's that's my addition there.
Especially because you don't want to be the guy who just approaches hot girls. So just talk with everyone. Just try to get to know everyone because you got to also think of like this, right? If you were...
There's something about that line.
Your best version of yourself.
Oh, sorry. There's something about that line about you don't want to be the guy who just talks to hot girls. Throw ugly girls some love too. Like, bro, this is now turning a little toxic. I get what he's saying. I think I get what he's saying, but it's a little toxic. Like, damn, dude. Like, I don't know what he means. Like, I understand what he's saying, but I don't know what he means. Like, you don't want to be the guy who only goes up and talks to hot girls. Like, those are the only people objectively, like, model-looking hot girls are the only people someone might want to get to know? Or who is his client here? Like, somebody who's just trying to bag hot chicks? You know what I mean? Like, then you turn into, like, the bad guy, the villain from Hitch. Like the guy who he's just like, I really have to bang that chick, man. I can't sleep at night. All I think about is banging her. And Hitch like won't help the dude and puts him in like an armbar. It's dope. This could very quickly turn into like being bad, evil Hitch. Okay, you don't want to be evil Hitch. Let's see where this goes.
Yourself, how would you go talk to a beautiful girl? You have standards, and you have to see that. Like as a person who has standards, you really need to understand that like these girls like. You can't just like go approach every single girl, right? So that's one of the reasons I always say like just have the right mindset. So that's the first tip is really have the right mindset of why you're gonna go talk to the girl. The second tip is what's that line? I would just say hi, honestly. Like if you're nervous, by the way, you should have a go-to line that when you're nervous because she's so beautiful that you know what to say. So my go-to line, especially if I'm traveling, is just like, do you speak English, right? I can even use that States. It's a funny way. Do you speak English, right? Anything could be an opinion.
I hope that my wife doesn't hear that "Do you speak English?" could be a pickup line, because I almost say that to every person that I meet when I'm out like shopping or traveling. Like, English? Any English? I don't, or I don't speak any Japanese. And I just want the world to know I don't mean it as a pickup line when I say it. I mean it as a desperate cry for help.
Right? An opinion line is just like, hey, what do you think about this thing in pop culture? What do you think about this, right? Just a quick opinion one, right? That'll be very easy. Something that you don't have to think about the spot, right? Something that you could just use as like, I remember someone did, I think it was, I got to give a credit to Cosmo and David So. They did an interview where Cosmo believes that even stand-up comedians, they have some kind of script before they get on. Even actors have some kind of script before they get on. So one thing I strongly recommend is have some kind of question or some kind of opening statements that you could use to really, I guess, go talk to a girl, like what you can say right away when you're nervous, especially when you're nervous, right? And you feel like you're not prepared, you're kind of tired, you're not really feeling it. And like,
nah, bro, that ain't it. In my opinion, that ain't it. You want to say, hello, my name is, insert your name here. How are you doing? Then you say, my favorite movie is Land Before Time. I cry so much. And then you let them take it from there. You know what I mean? You let the conversation go from there. It's if they can't handle that your favorite movie is Land Before, I'm just kidding. The best way to meet any human being, because girls are humans too. Women, the opposite sex are human beings as well, just like you. Not like, dragons that you're going to slay, as many people would view them. The best way to introduce yourself and meet someone and start a conversation is to say hi, say your name, how are you doing? If you have social skills, you'll know from that alone if you should proceed with the conversation, okay? Learn maybe if you do want to learn how to talk to people, it's not about what would be so much better than exactly the script that you're going to say is reading body language cues. That would be so much more valuable. If you could learn body language, if you could learn just how to be comfortable talking to people without thinking about sex. Like if you're just going up to a woman, talk to them like they're a person, maybe not like a bro or something, but just like a very gentlemanly conversation. Like why is that difficult? Just have a regular and be yourself and just act like how you are. And then if it's good, if it's like meant to be, it'll be. And if not, that's cool. Like walk away. It's fine. Look at the first comment down here, because this video has 700 views. Somebody's like, new sub right here, bro. Awesome. Somebody says, this is the type of person that these types of videos attract, this type of information attracts. Look at this. What's up, bro? Love your show. Can you talk about if you traveled and what are the easiest countries to hook up for Asian guys? And what do I have to do to get a lot of girls when I travel? Like, come on, bro. Don't. So toxic.
Have some kind of like script prepared for, what to say, right? But the best one is just go say hi. Like, I know you guys hear this a lot, but go say hi. And the third is what you say after. So that's a transition statement. So what I do as a transition statement is like, let's say my opener is like, oh my God, like, hey, I just saw you from New York, you're like so LA. Or like, I would just say, you're so LA. Like, and based on the city, like, you seem so New York. Like, but be honest with it, right? Like, if I say, oh, you're so New York. And she's like, what do you mean I'm so New York? I'm like, oh, you just seem very fashionable. Or LA, she's from LA, but you seem so laid back. You have such beach vibes. So stuff like that, right? You want to understand that, like, you want to have a good transition and make it about her. So we call it sometimes cold reading, right? Make a perception about her and all that kind of stuff. So I strongly recommend that you focus on, like, the 3 tips is that you have the right state of mind of how to talk to her, that you don't want any validation or seeking from her. The second thing is that you just go say something, right? And have a standard kind of lines to say something to her, something that you just feel confident, you memorize, and you can just go. And the third one is the transition. How do you transition? And make it about her, right? The greatest conversation topic about anyone or having a conversation with anyone is to make it about her, okay? So I hope really this helps, guys. Try these 3 tips. It will really help. Don't overthink it, right? Just think of that opening line is to just start a conversation. Like, if you ever met someone and you were interested in getting to know them, it's just about starting a conversation. Like, have that intention and everything will work out. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. Captain Daniel Kim out.
I like that he still calls himself Captain Daniel Kim. Like, I love that he's really leaning into that. This man is Captain Daniel Kim, and he's teaching, you know, low confidence bros how to get more chicks. Sounds like. You know, that's because that's, let's be honest, let's be real. This dude could be the greatest guy on the face of the planet, but if you put yourself out there as a dating coach, the type of people that that are going to hire you are bros trying to get laid. Like, that's, or wannabe bros trying to get laid who have like this distorted perception of what that actually means and what that actually looks like. So best of luck. He's going to be on the show, The Courtship, on Peacock on NBC, and it's going to be awesome. Now, let me ask you guys this. How far do you think he's going to go? Is he going to take it all the way, or is he going to be gone in the first couple episodes? Only time will tell. But if you are a dating professional, a female opposite sex attraction professional, and you put it all out there on a dating show, which historically treat people of color in absolutely horrible ways, and then you have a bad experience, that could be the end of your career for sure. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear it. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that clip from our live show. We're live right here on YouTube, Sunday through Thursday, 1800 Pacific Standard Time. If you want, come on by, join the chat. I'd love to hear from you. If you like that video and you want to see more, consider checking out this video right here or subscribing to the channel with this button right here. I look forward to talking to you really soon. I'm out for now.